internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well,
people who hold to align incentives. Institutional buyers who may buy XRP with a lockup, they have an aligned incentive with us and other people who hold XRP because the future value of XRP is very important to them, and we're able to use it that way.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to an episode of Turf Hour Script. Let's get right in today's video. $100 XRP, it's just too cheap. I was wrong. $263 per XRP, given the fact that 100 billion XRP is circulating. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. I'm going to print you guys a bigger picture here. You're going to understand how this bad boy is going to go to triple digits 100%. You guys heard that intro by David Schwartz talking about institutional buyers who may want to buy XRP with a lockup. They will have aligned incentives with them. And people who hold XRP, because the future value of XRP is very important to them. Let's replay that one more time before we get into the video.
People who hold to align incentives. Institutional buyers who may buy XRP with a lockup, they have an aligned incentive with us and other people who hold XRP because the future value of XRP is very important to them, and we're able to use it that way.
That is very important. Institutions, corporations are all making moves in silence. And in today's video, I'm going to break it down to you guys, folks. Remember this, the DTCC, government securities that were processed in August alone was $133 trillion. The over-the-counter FX market is 7.5 trillion per day, ladies and gentlemen. SWIFT messages about 5 trillion worldwide per day. And this number is a little bit outdated, so it's a lot higher than 5 trillion per day. You see how this is already way over 200 trillion, give or take? And then we have ACI worldwide, a PDF that was put together in 2021, confirming that their software processes $14 trillion in payments and securities every day. They make that very clear, folks. And we know they utilize RippleNet technology. As you can see, it's on their website. ACI also supports real-time schemes, and they reference to Ripple right here as an example. And I'm going to break things down. You guys know we're entering a multi-trillion-dollar market, Brad.
They're leaning in and using our tools to solve a payments problem. And this payments problem is measured truly in the trillions of dollars. So while we're on kind of, mile marker one of a 26-mile marathon, we're definitely past the starting line.
And we know Ripple started with remittances. Once that is all said and done, once they provide real use case within their infrastructure, then they'll move on to stock settlements, insurance settlements, derivatives, right, Navin?
Every day we get tens of ideas to say, why don't you do security settlement? Why don't you work in trade finance? Why don't you do X, Y, Z? And what we tell them is just cross-border remittances is $155 trillion problem. We'll solve this first. We'll make a difference to everybody who's present in this room. And once we have made the difference, then only we will look at something else.
And we know with all the side chains and federated side chains that are going to be coming live in the near future, well, folks, I'll let David Schwartz take it from here.
And this is kind of the same idea. You can build a federated sidechain with some feature that you want to propose for inclusion in the XRP ledger, and you can handle real money with it. You don't have to. You have a switch that you can flip whenever you're ready to handle real money. But you have a switch that you can flip whenever you're ready to handle real money.
You can flip the switch whenever you're ready to handle real money. Ladies and gentlemen, remember this fundamental framework that was put together by Robert Mitchnick and Susan Atley. Robert Mitchnick works at BlackRock right now. Susan Atley is still with Ripple. Listen to this part. For XRP, we define the XRP success case as a state of the world in XRP is adopted as a part of a widely used cross-border payment standard, and in which XRP is adopted for use by financial institutions, corporations, individuals to affect FX transactions. Okay, that is huge. That is their success case. And in their success case, it was $32 per XRP. I'm going to get into the numbers and break it down to you guys so you guys understand it fully. They even went on to reference basically what we're talking about, but this was back from 2018. They're talking about how the Forex trading constitutes $5 trillion per day. So their calculation kind of mirrors what we are doing. What we are doing today is taking their word and we are going to multiply it. What do I mean by that? The way they calculated this was based off of this. As you guys could see, foreign exchange trading, corporate payments, and retail remittances. They didn't put anything in regards to real estate, derivatives, insurance, bonds, stocks, anything with value that is coming on a ledger. Okay, you're going to be moving that value from one end to another. They're all going to be pegged to different currencies and valued at different values. Keep that in mind. So they came and they said $32.91 per XRP, 100 billion circulating. And they said the market cap would be $3.2 trillion. So this is from an individual from BlackRock and Ripple saying the high success case for XRP is going to be $32.91 and the market cap will be $3.2 trillion. Keep in mind, at the time they were both working at Ripple. They can't just come out here and give the bullish outlook. That is a big, big no-no. As you guys could see, they left out many, many other options in terms of real estate derivatives, insurance, bonds, etc. Right? Now, what are we going to do? We are going to go ahead and multiply this by 4. And when we do that, we get $131 per XRP with 100 billion XRP circulating. This is me being conservative. So pretty much, in order for XRP to achieve these levels, 100 billion XRP will be circulating. The daily transaction volume would be just less than $2 trillion, and the market cap would be $13.1 trillion to get $131 per XRP. Very, very achievable, 100%. Stick with me because this is where things get very, very good. Let's go ahead and multiply the volume by 8, which means the daily transaction volume for XRP will be just under $4.4 trillion. When XRP's daily transaction volume goes to $4.4 trillion on a daily basis, if there's 100 billion XRP circulating, that would put a value of $263 per XRP, ladies and gentlemen, and the market cap would be $26.3 trillion, which is so doable given the fact that this is a brand new infrastructure, brand new era, blockchain, baby. This thing is going to surpass $100 trillion in market cap for the whole market. So do you think a token like XRP that's going to be providing real world use cases, CBDCs, bonds, insurance settlements, derivatives, moving value from one end to another, FX, settlement, it pretty much brings in financial inclusion. Do you think $26 trillion is a lot of money? Absolutely not. But the big but in the room, you guys are probably wondering, what if there isn't 100 billion XRP circulating? And the fact that they were being very conservative with the math they did, they put 100 billion. Well, let's see. What if the circulating supply isn't 100 billion? Let's do the math. Let's say there were 90 billion XRP circulating and the market cap was at 26.3 trillion. We're talking about $292 per XRP. 26.3 trillion, divide that by 80 billion. We're talking about a $328 per XRP. 26.3 trillion divided by 70 billion, we're talking about $375 per XRP. Last but not least, 60 billion XRP circulating, $438 per XRP. I know this sounds crazy, but it really isn't. It absolutely isn't. once we go over the fundamental framework, I'll leave the link in the description down below. You guys can go ahead and read it out yourself. They were being very, very conservative. That's why they did the calculation based off of all the XRP circulating. And like I said, I don't think the escrow we will ever see. The escrow is going to provide the new economy with financial stability and liquidity. There is a plan for the whole escrow. I've always said this, folks. There's a reason why 100 billion XRP was pre-mined. There's a reason why Ripple has been holding onto its escrow since inception. They're trying to create a level playing field across every single nation, across the world, a jurisdictional asset that could bridge anything on a brand new infrastructure.
Interoperability of economies, actually connect more than 200 countries.
Understanding the ability to connect the diverse economies, the 200 or so countries in the world. And
with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Keep in mind, a 4.4 trillion daily volume is nothing. Absolutely nothing when we're talking about ACI worldwide doing $14 trillion every day. You know what you got to add to that? The FX market that does 7.5 trillion per day. Now we're over 24 trillion. And then we have SWIFT at 5 trillion each day. Okay? And then we have the DTCC doing government security transactions valued at 133 trillion just for the month of August of this year. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. There is a zero doubt in my mind that XRP won't hit $100. $100 for XRP is 100% achievable. When is it going to happen? My crystal ball broke. I'm currently getting it fixed. But I truly can't put a date on it. You got to understand where the world is right now and how everything is being orchestrated and led on, right? Inflation's going up, cost of living is going up. They're going to bring in a universal basic income very soon. They're going to make living very hard. CBDCs are coming, not anytime soon, but I'm telling you, they got big plans. And don't worry about it. Oh, if XRP goes to $100 or $400, they're not going to make that many millionaires. Ladies and gentlemen, there's about less than 100,000 people on this planet that actually own a decent amount of XRP. We are a very, very minuscule amount of individuals that are in this community. Just go based off of the YouTube videos and the views. Nobody watches these videos, right? Yeah, it gets 20,000, 18,000, 15,000, 10,000 views, but people are not watching these kinds of videos. Your day-to-day average person is not sitting here watching these narratives play out, talking about the OTC FX market. Do you think people out there on the sidewalk know what ACI worldwide is? Do you even think they know what the OTC FX markets are? And let me tell you this, 99.9% of the world's population doesn't even know what the DTCC is. I'm trying to end it off that. You guys are the chosen one. You guys are the intelligent ones. You should be thankful that you guys are wired the way you guys are wired. With that being said, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Props to you guys, and we will be back with another video.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.